So I hope you now have had a chance to get to know the people around your table. If you didn't have a time to get to know everybody or to get acquainted, you will get more chances throughout the day. And something I didn't mention before was greetings to everybody listening to us over the web. Greetings from the Hotel Europe in Tallinn. So, without further ado, I would now like to give word to the Adult Education Department head from the Ministry of Education and Research, Ms. Terje Haidaki. Welcome to today's conference. I am very happy to see all of you here in this hall today, and I'm very happy to also welcome all those listening to us over the webcast. And I'm very happy that we actually arrived today. We managed to get here. I was a little bit anxious about it because there's such an important event going on in just a few doors down. But it seems that we've managed, and I'm sure we will manage to get home as well. The year 2017 for adult education in Estonia has been a very successful year. In the second quarter, the lifelong learning participation among adults reached unprecedented proportions. 18.3 was the percentage, and we have never reached levels that high before. A large part or a large role is played not only by the learners but by the teachers as well, because if the learner doesn't trust the teacher, then they don't come back. So this result is praise to everybody here today. So adult education is nothing to fear. But at the same time, we have a long road ahead of us. We have a lot of effort to make. Something that is of concern is that we are very fragmented among adult educators. The Adult Education Act that entered into force in 2015 created a situation where all adult educators who were in a public system had to register in the Estonian information system. And today we know that the number of adult educators from small companies to driving schools, for example, is around 2,000. So it looks like this landscape is very much fragmented, and it leads to asking whether we could do more together, whether we could join educational institutions, and maybe that would provide a more stable result for the learner as well as for the teacher. About 2-3 years ago, in Estonia, we had a system named OSKA for the workforce projection system that was launched. And it looked at all different areas of the economy to see what kind of people work there, what kind of skills they have, and what kind of skills they will need in the future. We have also produced about 8 reports. And the first 8 reports, and what do they reflect? They show that all employees and all organizations see that the future of work is changing. And what we can see is that oftentimes people just don't know what this work will be like. Oftentimes these reports tell us that we have to take into account more and more the fact that in the future we have to use all kinds of technological solutions and also bring in more ICT skills. But on behalf of the trainers, the educators, what we ask, of course, is what do we have to teach people? And that's actually something very hard to project. So when we look at the situation 10 years ago, we didn't have smartphones and we didn't have computers in our pockets, basically. And could we have imagined that the situation would be such today? Of course, this poses a huge challenge for the educator. So how are you going to teach if you do not know what the world will be like tomorrow? So that is why I think that the topics here today are very actual, very acute, We will talk about the constant development needs of the educator, about more cooperation with the labor market, about more cooperation amongst each other. And I think at the end of the day, when we have the debate, we will see what will take the lead role, whether it's the changing world or the educator, who will come in first, so to speak. I personally think that the educator has to be ahead of the changing world, but how do we achieve that? That is a big question. In any case, I wish us all a fruitful conference. And when it comes to cooperation, I'm reminded that in October, we celebrate the 20th Adult Education Week in Tallinn, as well as in other counties around Estonia. And that's also a good opportunity for cooperation. So I do call on all of you to participate in the events of the Adult Education Week, and also ask your learners to come along so they would also have a chance to contribute. So I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope that we will also all find our way home without any hassle at the end of the day.